summer, all will be well. The summer court has declared its neutrality. Tartarian will protect us. Idwal Widfrond ran off a week ago and we haven't seen him since. This girl, she dreams of riches, that one.
I saw you coming. Hope you'd visit. Just about mad with worry. What with the freemen roaming the hills and caverns. Tell me, child, have you noticed a young woman about? She's quite fair, with red hair, a tattoo like mine across her cheek. It's been 3 days. My newfound love, and the only person I have. Everyone, my wife, my son, my grandchildren, all of them were killed in the attacks. Nothing remains but Lyra. She and several of her friends went in search of a better place to make our camp. This wretched sun takes its toll, doesn't it? But they never returned, and I worry. Would you do an old man this one kindness? Would you help me find her? Thank you. I am not rich, not anymore. But what I have left to give is yours. It means nothing without my love. Lyra went in search of refuge in Oriata's tomb. A better place than this desolate cliff. I would try the cemetery on the hill where they buried all the old war heroes. She and her friends were crawling all over the hill near Oriata's tomb. Not exactly the way to show respect, but she meant well. I am no one. Everything that defined me, my livelihood, my family, my home, all of them were left ash by the Twatha. Lyra is my life now. She resisted my advances at first. Tried to use our differences in age to deny the connection. But in the end, fate played its beautiful hand. We began as friends. I was the hunter and she was my apprentice. But her skills quickly surpassed my own. She is a gifted woman, a true wonder. A fitting memorial for a great man. He saved our people from complete destruction. If I had the strength, I would climb that hill and pay my respects. Their campfires burn all through the night and cast unsettling shadows. They're the worst kind of bandits. Those who don't kill for excess, but for necessity. None of us wish to be without a roof over our heads, begging for our meals from any man or woman who passes us by. It's not what any of us planned. It was fate. Be careful.
Some of us fall.
I knew someone would come. They all said we were as good as dead, but I held out hope. I don't know why. Never had any reason to hope before. So what's your story? Grave robber, treasure hunter, or like us, a refugee in search of shelter? You did? Well, here I was about to start complaining about them. We've been trapped down here for days, unable to get past those blades, and you simply walk in and disable them, just like that. I'm impressed. I'll say thanks, but the person you're really going to want to talk to is Oma. He'd move mountains to find me. Come along now. The others are waiting back at camp. He is my beloved. Yes, there is a difference in our ages. But I believe that Omer's experiences have given him a lust for life, one to rival a man with half his years. Omer Vogard was Kuln's primary hunter, but it wasn't long after the Tuatha attacked that his hands gave out. Now he can't even hold a bow without shaking. I took over his job, and his heart. I tend to stalk my prey as opposed to shoot it. Something about looking it in the eye before it dies. There's respect in that. I don't know much about Oriator, but what they taught in the village schoolhouse, before it was burned down. He was a war hero. Gallifore Fields, I'd gather. The name fits. We didn't have an easy life when we farmed the fields below Kulm, but it was nothing like this. If the bandits don't get you, the starvation will. She's from the camp on the hill leading into a mare. She's a liar and a thief. Twice I've caught her sneaking into our tents to steal food. Worse than a boggart. We probably could have sought refuge in Rathir, but there is no way that Dokkalfar would have allowed us to stay. But if we don't belong there, where do we belong? Bye.
I knew I shouldn't have followed Lyra. She's always running off on adventures with no thought of outcome.
I knew I could count on you to bring her back. I could see it in your eyes. A spark of recognition. You have a love too. Or did at one point, you know. There is no thanks worthy of this deed. But you were entitled to something. I was a hunter once. Those days are finished. Yours, it seems, are just beginning. You'd best leave.
The Forsaken Plain has its name for a reason.
Then returned the prophetess to her people, who, content with largesse, would stay in their wintry country. Tyrion spoke, as I know, her silken robes the fabric of Lyria's hand. Hail! The words of the goddess I herald unto her people. And have I heard from starlit lands in her woven grasp? Her way is east, that way which we must travel, for these frosty vales are not beautiful. Our cousins, we say unto you, be no more troubled by our plight. We will go to the opposite ends of Alfaria, and be Dokafar content.
Seen the job board? Don't need to be war-sworn to take on those. More pledge shields left this morning on their way to the war. The Castellans sent Oathblade Kent out to do trapper's work. Serves him right. You're the one from Brigand Hall. Were they really Niskaru? They nearly blamed Gwyn Anway for the theft. Imagine! The Castellans sent Oathblade Kent out to do trapper's work.
Don't let the lash of Braid's tongue fool you. She does right by us, she does. You're the one from Brigand Hall! Were they really Niskaru? Welcome to Helmgard. There she is, right there. Aye, it's open to all. You've got one done, come to me for your gold. Simple as that. The Saken Plains contract takes a particular sort to pull a ring out of a grave like that. Here's your pay. Wait, have you washed your hands? Goodbye.
Pledge shield? I've got everything a soldier could need, except dagger pommels, or twining or spoons.
New to Helmgard? It's a fine place if you're Graham's pet. Bit of a rut for a hireling otherwise.
They're taking recruits in Dalantoth.
Armor shined, sword sharp. That sounds right.
Sworn to war?
What's this? She went willingly enough. Strange that. Aye.
Pledge shield? Sworn to war?
Welcome to Helmgard. she is, right there. That Freeman bastard that drove up Lucky Mine? Well done. Real Warsworn work, that. And here's your gold. Good night to you. There she is, right there. You've all the scrolls, then? Good. Nasty thieves, them kobolds. Here's your gold, then. That I do. Any soul who's willing can take a contract. When it's done, just come to me. I'll see you paid. Aye, that's us. Warsworn will find a bed to sleep in and services in kind. Bori's our blacksmith, and Braid is quartermaster. And of course, there's old Grian Shane, the Castellan. And I'm Henrik. I look after things, keep the contract board. Well, you're one of us, so hold your head high. I try to, just like Grian says. Makes my neck sore after a spell. The Castellan will say he's just a simple soldier, but don't you believe that humble smile. The deeds he's done rival the House of Ballads. Now you go light on Braid. She's got her hands full as it is, believe me. If you've got something broken, Bori will fix it up for you. Don't know how she came to this. She was always a good fighter. And loyal enough. Right then.
Need something? Unlike Grian, you'll have to pay for what you buy. I've seen enough pledge shields pass through this keep, eager to join the war over there. Me, I'm happy right here. I swear these soldiers need more new shields and greave polish than all the army in Cluricon. And what do? Stand guard over a merchant's stores. Thinks he can pay in smiles, not gold. But he's the Castellan. At day's end, our coffers are his concern. The Dockelfar city. It lies easterly, where the plains meet the waters. More trade passes its quays than drinks through the Amer Tavern. Little boy blacksmith. That's what I call him. Ruffles his feathers, but in truth, he's a good soul behind that scowl. I do what I can. But were we on the docks of Rithir's quays, I couldn't keep us fully stocked. Sworn to war. Need something?
Let old Shane down. Nime Kent is not worthy of the title Warsworn. Nime Kent is not worthy of the title Warsworn.
See why they call me whiner. They mutter and cuss more than I do. Bori's a lump, Hanric's an oaf, Gryan's a lout, Gwyn's aloof, and Braid... well, Braid's all right. Our brave Castellan. He's not called Brighthelm for his keen wit, I'll tell you that much. Mean old bastard. Locked in his tower, works his farmers like beasts. I should know. Worked the land there myself, until I left. West of the Strait. Been a bit of a war going on there, surely you've heard of it. That's the keep off in Dalantarth. If I'd only gone there to join. Well, she's never mean to me. Treats me like a bit of a kid brother, which is a bit demeaning in its own way, now that I think of it. Well, we can't all find this Skaru in some forest cave. If they'd let me fight thieves and wild fae, I could at least begin to prove myself.
Shield, the Castellan sent Oathblade Kent out to do trapper's work. They nearly blamed Gwyn Anway for the theft. Imagine.
Nime Kent is not worthy of the title Warsworn.
Don't let the lash of Braid's tongue fool you. She does right by us, she does.
In artifact.
Speak with Hanric if you've completed the contract.
So it was Pledge Shield.
Nime Kent is not worthy of the title Warsworn.
Aye? She went willingly enough. Strange that. It's fine here if you don't mind leagues of yellow wheat and the blinding light of Gryan's smile. Me? I'd trade here for Melsenshire and an eye blink. Now don't mistake me. I'm happy at the blacksmith's bench as I am anywhere. I wouldn't trade places with Braid or even Gwyn. I never doubted Gwyn. I suppose the Castellan just wanted someone to blame. And there she was. Oh, I know I shouldn't grumble so. Our Castellan's fair enough. It's just all the pageantry. We're fighters, for God's sake, not prince courtiers. Our quartermaster, she's right over there. Bit of a wet blanket. If it's rusted, bent, or in splinters, I can mend it. If it's that gold-haired fop Gryan Shane, I can't do a thing for you. What's there? Why, the war. History waiting to be made. That and my brother Sverri, where he serves as High Commander. Older, uglier, and luckier than yours truly. Me mending swords. Him leading the Warsworn in Cluricon. Ah, listen to me. I'm just green with envy, that's all. Of all the damn pledge shields, I never would have guessed her. Right then.
Last time I try and pick a Warsworn's pockets, I'll tell you that. Everyone knows Warsworn and Travellers are like oil and water. Wish they'd just let me run off. Last time I try and pick a Warsworn's pockets, I'll tell you that.
I'll get what I deserve. See that Elbin and the others get theirs.
Aye?
That traveller girl over there picked my pockets once in Asen. That traveller girl over there picked my pockets once in Asen.
I knew you'd find the truth. Poor Livia, though. They certainly found a gap in her armor. Gryan will let me out of here shortly. Maybe he'll even apologize. A blonde, smiling fool. Bright Helm. I might hope he'd learn something, but I know him all too well for that. Poor girl. The war's turned stronger heads than hers. Her punishment will be firm, but just. Likely punish herself much worse. That name these mages used, it reminds me of something. Yes, that's it! Farlong was a foe of Aegon long ago. I know only his name as a foe of Aegon, son of Aemon. And I know the histories well.
Greetings.
Look, when the Castellan curses you out, you just nod and do as he says. They nearly blame Gwyn Anway for the theft. Don't let the lash of Braid's tongue fool you. She does right by us, she does.
They nearly blamed Gwyn Anway for the theft. Imagine.
Stellan falls in a foul mood if everything's not just so.
Follow the trail, Pledge Shield. Follow the trail, Warsworn. Someone copied that key and stole who knows how many artifacts from our vault. Go as far as you can to find them, then meet up with Gwyn in Rathir. help! Please, find Selny. Tell her we betrayed. The lower tunnels. Go. Tell Selny. No one else. Betrayed.
A pleasant evening.
Away from that daft mage. Turn you to a toad so much as look at him wrong.
Orphans and rag pickers, that's what...
So Raph is dead too, then? Oh, Lunala, will the sparrows be murdered one by one? It began when Faro went missing. Then we found Syl's corpse in the alley, then Shiren's. Now Raph. We are helpless. We know nothing, can do nothing. Betrayed? We have traded more than rags with some, up above and here below. But who among them would hunt us down and murder us? This is too much for us. I beg you, go to the City Watch. See if there is anything they know, anything they can do to help us. None that would hunt us down and kill us. Not within Rathir. I am sure of that much. If they know nothing and cannot help us, then no one can. And you think even the Watch cannot be trusted? No. The Watch is above corruption. If we cannot trust them, we have nothing. Lunala, bless you. The captain of the Watch is Area Talabor. He's a good man of spotless reputation. Speak to him. Above the tunnels, just beyond the Wending, you will see guards flanking the door. Speak to Captain Talabor. I look after my little birds. Speak for them, and see to the finding and picking through all of what Rathir discards. Rag pickers, urchins, scamps. Call us what you like. We too have a place, and it is here. All that Rathir does not need or want, the gold chain broken, the tailor's scraps, old ship casks, we sparrows gather up. We bring it here. We sort and mend and sell it new for meager coins as we can. And that is how we live. Rathir is like a great stone tree with mages in its boughs, bright ships in its shade. We sparrows nestle in its roots, as loved by Lyria as any other. He was our best climber. Knew the gutters and spire side as well as the gulls, and now he too is gone. Join me, sparrows. Let us mourn our brother departed, Raph, who lost mother to war and father to wine. Raph the climber, the ledge walker, a sparrow of our kind.
They won't have to kill us. If we all stay down here, we'll starve. They won't have to kill us. If we all stay down here, we'll starve.
Topsiders, no.
You found the sparrow's nest. To most, it's just a rumor. They won't have to kill us. If we all stay down here, we'll starve.
They won't have to kill us. We all stay.
are weak and ill-fated. We are cursed by the goddess.
Better the Wending than Cluricon, I always say.
Well, outsider, buy or sell?
Wow, you're fearsome.
Welcome to Rathir. The army keeps Lord in the burn. Wouldn't want to be caught cutting purses there. The army keeps Lord in the burn. Wouldn't want to be caught cutting purses. Welcome to Rathir. The army keeps Lord in the burn. Wouldn't want to be caught.
This is the City Watch.
Fine. A captain of the watch never rests. But you've caught me at a good time. If I can do anything for you, simply ask. Yes, I know of them. Rag pickers, orphans, denizens of the Wending. We see that order is kept and law-breaking does not pass unnoticed. If I may say so, we are very good. You will find no crime on the streets of our city, I assure you. A grand and venerable city, is it not? Like none other. So many marvels, such great citizens. Sparrows? Murdered? I see. I'm so glad you've come to me before this went any further. As it happens, an old enemy of theirs has returned to Rathir. Dunn. Orwin Dunn, spotted on the quays. I have no guards to spare, but if you went now, found him, brought him in for questioning, Dunn could be found guilty. We have heard that he was spotted on the quays. Snuck in aboard a merchant ship, most likely. A patrol of the watch will be sent after him, but if you were to go before, find him, prevent his escape, that would be well.
City Watch.
Sparrow send a hound out to the piers, and of course now we're right where he wants the both of us, you and I. You think I'd just waltz back into Rathir like that? No, he lured me here to take the blame for the murders. That's what he did. Why the captain of the watch? The one that's been snuffing out those sparrows. He likely sent you here himself. Got you out of the way so he could go and slaughter the last of them, leisure-like. Clever bastard he is. Oh, I'd spit on their sorry graves for what they've done to me, but not enough to show our faces in Rathir. We're not that mad. Read the writing on the wall, mate. And if you weren't such a fool, you'd have left those sorry rag pickers to die in peace. Oh, ho, ho. Now you see, that I cannot allow. Talibor is going to pin the murders on one of us, and it'll be the one who's dead. And that would be you. You're not going anywhere.
Lyria, light your way.
Curios, talismans, items of power.
The army keeps Lord in the burn.
Aye.
Lot of miserable rag pickers. Lot of miserable rag pickers. You're the one. Do you know what you've done? A decoy, really. Arranged long before you got into this. I needed someone to blame. What? And you didn't murder Dunn? We've all got blood on our hands. We all protect our hides when we must. I couldn't have this waif and her lot telling what they'd found. Which is why it's so good that you came. I'll blame their murder on you. Say you died in the struggle.
It is over now, thanks to you. And to think I only learned the cause of all this nightmare moments before he arrived. I was done with waiting. I had to do something, so I did what I know. I began sorting the piles of salvage, and that's when I found the cause. To hide his crimes, he was selling prisoners as slaves, smuggling them out to merchant ships in the dark of night. One of the boats wrecked and sank beneath the quays. That boat held slaves and gold, and had Talibor's name all over it. Before he could clear the wreckage, we took our pickings. We had his secret. He was willing to kill to save his name. In past times, we shared freely with the Watch, as we once did with the Dunman, but no longer. We will look after ourselves now. Defend ourselves now. Yes, I think that's best. As long as one other sparrow survives, I will be there to help keep this nest and shelter.
Well, back to work.
The captain of the Watch? How in Lyria's name was he the killer? If you hadn't showed up, we'd all be dead now. The captain of the Watch? How in Lyria's...
What is it?
If you hadn't showed up, we'd all be dead now.
Not a finer city in Amalur.
10 years. This siege has gone on too long. Years.
Curios, talismans, items of power.
Move along, citizen.
Do not miss Leogriff's many marvels.
The City Watch never rests.
Halt today, see tomorrow.
10 years.
Students of magic, masters of spells.
"10 years. This siege has gone on too long."
Orbicant Hole.
The captain of the watch, corrupt.
And then I say, Maria.
Nice day.
Students of magic, masters of spells.
I heard it was Captain Talibor.
Hello, Topsider.
Better the wending than chloroform.
Curios, talismans, items of power. Consider the maid staff. Would you prefer Lyria's light guide you?
The captain of the war. Look with your eyes, look with your eyes, buy with your hands.
Only warships.
Those Varani want to swindle me. I can't charge. The City Watch never...
A prayer for our troops.
The army keeps lowering the burn.
Very heroic, my fine little war swan. You have tracked and fought your way to my very door, but the vault has been emptied and Lord Beeson has flown to Eamon's Isle. You don't even know, do you? Your own history. Well, let it stay buried. Under Lord Beeson, the Farlangi shall bring a beauty, terrible and sublime, into the world.
Now!
me.
No, I not believe it.
Above deck.
Port today, sea tomorrow.
Beeson. The Beeson. If it's true he's gone to Eamon's Isle, we must follow immediately. I know a ship's captain here in the city. Hopefully Captain Gonthorm isn't already hired. Take this, a token from Delphric himself. We should send word of our discoveries to him immediately. It was built in the time of the First Sworn. No Niskaric artifacts are stored there, but if the accounts are true, much of our early wisdom was kept in the Stronghold's chapel. The founders of our order long ago, they amassed great knowledge about fighting Niskaru, nearly all lost and forgotten. Some say he is a match for Calidus and that he sits on the Orbicant. Either way, he's a mage of considerable power. If he's behind all of this, then I fear this is only the beginning. I wish my searchers turned up half as much as yours. These mages call themselves Farlongi, but no one has ever heard of them. Half of those I spoke to hadn't heard of what happened at Brigand Hall, and they, if anyone, should have. They're supposed to watch for such things. Beeson has cloaked his actions well. I have wondered about them since we last spoke. They take the name from the legendary mage Farlong, but I do not know why. As soon as a ship can be chartered, yes. Search for Captain Gonthorm on the docks. If he has a ship free, I believe he will take us. You, bring word to ancient Delphric. Now, let's get to the keys.